What's up, everybody? Joe White here, and Uncle Howdy is inevitable. Um, a lot of things from this photograph here. Basically, what happens is if you go to the QR code from Monday night and click on Secret, you get this photo. Um, this photo is clearly Uncle Howdy. There's the Nightbird symbol in there. Um, one thing is it says inevitable, which means it's happening. He is inevitable. He must happen. There's no way of stopping him. And then it says all will be revealed. And then it says J1724 at the bottom right. There is Morse code hitting in this. Those little lines going across the screen. Somebody decoded it. And it says, hello, how are you today? With a smiley, and I think there's a smiley face. Which, can you do emojis in Morse code? I don't think you can. Unless they invented it. They put emojis in everything. But, oh well. So this is clear that I'm thinking, why didn't they do this last night? Why didn't they do this last night on NXT instead of randomly dropping it today? Couldn't you put a QR code and with, the word secret up on the screen, put the same QR code from Monday night, but just put secret on the screen and do it that way? They could have done this last night. It'd be a fun way to draw NXT viewers in. But since they did not do a QR code last night, I don't think we're getting one Sunday at Battleground. It just doesn't. I think it's a one time thing for NXT. I think the day they did it, it was Bo Dallas's NXT anniversary of some sort, whether when he debuted or his last match or when he won the NXT championship. But the big takeaway from this is it is June 17th. It says inevitable. More will be revealed June 17th. And unless something catastrophic happens, that's the day we're getting it. The name of the video, the photo, if you save it, is population, and then it gives a bunch of numbers. Those numbers equate. If you look up Corpus Christi, Texas, on Wikipedia, that's the population for Corpus Christi, Texas, which 317,000 seems kind of low for Corpus Christi, but I mean, it is right outside of Houston. So who knows? Why don't they just do Raw in Houston? I never got why Corpus Christi. But anyway, um, another thing I wanted to talk about with this is the wrestling media continues to not mention this. They have not covered it at all. PW Insider has covered it twice since the campaign began. They spoiled who was going to be in the group, and then they did a little blurb about how they took over WWE.com last Sunday. And the reason why I think they're not covering it is so that they can totally crap on it. I'm not saying PW Insider is going to totally crap on it, but people like Brian Alvarez and Sean Ross Slap and Woke Wrestling, PostWrestling.com, they are going to crap on this. Be prepared for the wrestling media to utterly shit all over this angle when they debut. They always do. They did it when when Bray Wyatt came back. They utterly crapped on it because for some reason they frown upon supernatural gimmicks. I don't get it. I never will get it. It's wrestling, for crying out loud. We can have a tribal chief and a whole bloodline civil war going on. We can have, Seth Rollins coming out there every other week looking like Elton John on a day off. But heaven forbid we should throw a little spooky ookie ookie at you. Come on. Come on. But I think when it does happen, it's going to be on Raw. If they're smart, they will save it for the very end of Monday Night Raw. They will save it till the very end because there are a lot of people who are jumping aboard the Nightbird campaign. Now, a lot of people have jumped off because they say that the build up for it has gone on for too long. Well, I don't think it's their fault. I think they wanted to do this at Saudi Arabia, but then they realized, oh crap, we're going to Saudi Arabia. Um, and they didn't want to haul over all the special effects and stuff like that. Um, that and I think that they thought it would offend a lot of people if they do this. People are going, well, but Joe, Bray Wyatt went over there. Yeah, Bray went over there. Uncle Howdy didn't go over there. They didn't have any really Uncle Howdy teases. He wasn't wearing a mask. The Fiend, I don't think, went over there. That no, I mean, so they take that kind of stuff very seriously over there, and anything kind of supernatural or whatever could be seen as sacrilegious. I mean, for crying out loud, you have the women having to wear bodysuits over there and cat suits all the time over there because it is a religious belief. It's their law. It's based on their religion. So, and that's not a knock on Saudi Arabia. I mean, I may not necessarily agree with it, but that's them. They've been living that way for how many years? Hundreds upon hundreds, thousands upon thousands of years. I don't care one way or another. It doesn't affect me. Um, but I've said it all along. They're going to debut in the U.S., and I said it was going to be after Clash at the Castle. I thought they would have pushed it off to Madison Square Garden on SmackDown, but I'm glad they didn't because that's still like 3 weeks away, 4 weeks, about a month away. So um, that's all I have today, guys. Uncle Howdy is inevitable, and we'll see you down the road.